Welcome back from a super sunny, glorious Northern Portugal. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching our videos. If you've missed the last two videos, they're down there, have a little watch. The first one, we were so excited. We got so many views, I can't believe it. I genuinely thought it would just be my mum and Badger's mum watching. They're our biggest fans and they, you know, they've supported us amazingly. So I think it's them and their mates watching at the moment. But thank you so much. And we've had some amazing comments and amazing questions. So yeah, keep them coming. Any questions you want to know, please comment down below. Last week's video, unfortunately, wasn't quite the video we wanted to release. I managed to delete about 60% of our little videos just as I was saving it onto my phone to upload it the next morning. So
just to clear that up, the videos that we take to then make the one video had been saved, but whilst we were making the video to put on YouTube, we needed more memory. So Kayla decided to delete all the videos, to allow memory, but then we didn't have the videos attached to the file again, so that meant that when we went back, half of the video we had just made ready to release was completely blank.
Yeah, so let's just say, in a roundabout way, I'm not very tech savvy. Is that what you say?
I don't think either of us are.
No, neither of us are. And to add into the little YouTube mix, our computer has decided to completely, like, blow up. Not physically, you know, it just won't turn on. It's older than the sun. It's, you know, it's a Stone Age laptop. So we are doing everything on our phone. So please bear with us. We are very new to this. We've only really recently, like 2 weeks ago, decided to start documenting this on YouTube. So we are learning. Any tips would be great, and please bear with us. Each week, I'm sure the videos will be slightly different. But yeah, we're trying.
Get to know how to work it and make the videos better, hopefully.
Yes, exactly. Or maybe they'll get worse, I don't know.
Let's hope. Sun's out. We've had a fair few trials and tribulations this week regards our moving the access and the driveway and stuff like that, but I'm just coming up the hill to find Kayla and she can explain a little bit more to you. Here she is, up here with our two new citrus trees all over there.
So much old pipe everywhere.
I know.
With it.
250,000 miles of plastic tube.
Yeah, but amazing trees. So if anyone knows anything about citrus trees, we know they're citrus trees because they smell like a lemon or orange, but we don't know what to do with them. So if you could leave some comments of how to prune them, we need some fruit from them, so that would be great. The sun is shining, we're so happy. It's amazing, bright blue skies and to feel the warmth. So good. It's been a bit of a stressful week so far. We are waiting for a letter to give us permission to improve the access through somebody else's land. Our neighbour's land here behind us, he's given us verbal permission to pass through his land to get to our property, which is incredible. But
and just to add, that is quite normal in Portugal.
Yeah. For
be able to have to cross other people's patches of land to get to yours, it's quite a normal thing.
Yeah, exactly. And but we want to improve it because our 4x4 at the moment, you know, she's an old girl, but she is struggling up and down. So, you know, when friends come over, they have to park way up the hill, which is quite a walk. But we want the written permission to say that the digger man can come, smooth out the track through his land, and then obviously continue it through onto our land, where we're going to change the direction of the road, flatten terraces, and all that kind of stuff. But he's been booked, the digger man. He's meant to be coming in 2 days and we still haven't got a letter. If we can't improve the access coming through his little patch over there, then we won't be able to move forward with the projects that we want. We won't be able to get the wood down to our land, we won't be able to get any materials.
Let alone even just having a visitor.
Or even having a friend over for a cup of tea. It's going to be really hard. So yeah, it kind of hangs in the balance now. And anyway, here we stand. So cross your toes and fingers and let's hope for the best.
Hopefully the dream isn't over before it's begun.
Right, now I'm going to try and expose this beautiful old granite wall behind me. It's completely covered in brambles that have been there for donkey's years. So, here we go. I did it! The brambles are down. I've probably given them all a new lease of life and they'll be back in the spring with a vengeance, but we can see our beautiful wall now. God, can you imagine how old this wall is? It's crazy. How did they even get the blocks of granite up there? Blows my mind. Anyway, very happy with that. Now time for coffee. Badger, what have you got there? Tell me it's the good news.
Yeah! Yes!
We're super happy.
Thank God for
Just
that.
in time because the digger's coming tomorrow morning.
Yes!
Such good news. Such good news,
Such good news. It's such great news. It just means that we can get all the improvements to the road done, which is great. There was a few clauses. One was that he wanted to take some trees out, but we paid for the time.
Oh really?
And yeah, I think. Like
In
this,
our really good
lost
Portuguese.
in translation.
Not our trees.
No, not our trees. Trees on his land.
Okay.
As they pass, can the digger take them out? I don't know which ones. I don't know what they are, but yeah. Okay. So I was like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. The other thing was that we had to use Senor Moreira, which we were using anyway, but I think he's an old friend, so he's said I'm fine with all the work that you do along my boundary and all the rest of it, and using the walls to flatten it out and whatever that he needs to do, as long as you use him, which we're using anyway. So
He's the local guy.
He's the man.
I think they must be buddies then, hey?
I think so. Yes, it's digger day. The digger has arrived. It's super early, and I've woken up and I've walked up to the top, and it's super misty, and they have already pulled out the most enormous tree, which I'm a bit gutted about because it's a beautiful oak tree, but the neighbour had requested that we had allow them to take some trees out. I just wasn't quite sure they'd be so close to our road and on the land, but I'm hoping with a little bit of persuasion I might be able to buy them back from him, because a lot of the Portuguese in this local area, they just use the oak for firewood, which is such a shame, and I've got 1,000,001 uses for that wood, but we're so excited to see the access develop.
So we are moving our track through our land. So you can see where it is at the moment, the track marks, and where Badger just walked up there, we're going to have it along here, and then it's coming all the way down here, down to this little bit here. They're currently just pulling up this mammoth bramble bush at the moment, which is so satisfying, because I spent about 2 days doing this little patch here, which feels so good.
I think possibly he needs to take a bit more out there to make it less of a gradient down.
So the way we used to drive was down there, wasn't it, Badger?
Yeah, down there. And then the new way, it's going to be less of a gradient down here, and then a really slow slope down into the land.
Into the land, and it means that we can use this terrace as not just a track. It's our beautiful terrace. It does feel very destructive though at the moment. While the digger is here busy doing its digger stuff, me and the children have decided to walk into the forest and make a den and do some wood whittling. I can't begin to tell you how happy this makes me. Staying in the woods, the river's over here. Making a den under an apple tree. Dreamy.
What did you say?
I said this is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Playing in the forest.
Here.
No, you need to go further in, don't you?
I know I can't. I want it to like right over there, like that little spot there, but I can't get through. So.
Okay, so under the apple tree, and then once the leaves start coming, it will be the perfect coverage.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Wilfred?
Sawing off a branch for the den.
For the den or for...
Making something. I don't know what yet. I did use the lobbers. Huh? Use the lobbers. No, these are lobbers. But so we need to leave like some of the wood like that. Huh?
What have you got?
Fans.
What's
I'm
it
gonna put
for?
them right here.
Okay, what are they for?
The den.
The den, cool.
Can you take some mud out my shoe?
Yes. Come on, pull, muscle man. Oh, I don't like it. Feels like they've dug so much away, but I know in the long run it'll be better. But it feels a bit scary at the moment.
So we've had the access moved from, as we came in, you used to have to turn right, and it was very steep down, round, and then it came through our main big terrace, which was leaving a horrible track all the way through. And that's what we wanted to make our garden. So we've got the local guy, Senor Moreira, and he's come in and he's moved this terrace we had that was on a really gentle slope from our entrance down into a wider road. It's obviously very drastic and a little bit like we've ruined it now, but we've exposed this little terrace on the side here that we didn't know was there, so it'd be nice to have the stones rebuilt into the wall, but at least now we can have access for materials, for vans, for our cars, for stuff, and not having people getting stuck every time like me 3 times.
After 3 days of the digger being here, we finally have our new road, and it is glorious!
What did you find?
A bug, a kind of Trixie bug. I think this should be our shower.
That's a good idea. Is it warm or cold?
Yeah. Freezing my hand.
So today's job, the water that comes from up there, the other terraces, pours down and was just literally washing the mud away. So me and Trixie have just dug out this little trench to let all the water go down there instead of washing our road away. What have you been doing today?
digging the mud and letting some water overflow.
You've done a really good job, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do now?
Wash my hands.
Again? Go on then, go climb the mountain. It's really open now, so we're going to head back to the bus, I think, for a cup of tea. It's a good test of my digging skills though. We'll see what happens after rain. Brought this all the way from England and it's the best decision we made. Do you love your trampoline?
Yeah.
The digger is back for one more day and we've got 2 terraces being flattened. The one where the roundhouse is going and the one where the barn's going. I know having all this groundwork done at the moment is really positive and it will make things in the future so much easier, as in building our house, etc. But it does feel super destructive. Once we've reseeded the grass and put some lovely wildflowers in, I'm sure it'll look much better. You're doing what?
I'm trying to make more water come through.
Yeah, how did you do it?
I moved these rocks from here and here and here to make the space in here. I dug up a little bit, but it seems to be going back to the wall.
Well done. Thank you so much for watching this week. It really does mean the world to us that you're joining us on our new beginnings. Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe, all important, and hit that bell. Next week we have a very exciting week, the lavanderia, my favourite place on earth, and we have wood deliveries and all sorts going on. So don't forget to tune in on Sunday. Bye!